Well, this is going to be interesting. This is me trying to see how well this works. Which sounds like a weird sort of thing, doesn't it? This is basically Sky Children of the Light. And it's eventually... Oops. It's going to be interesting. It's not really going to be a gaming system. I need to get a capture card. The whole purpose of this is to see how well it runs. Because in principle, I am streaming at 60 frames a second. Widescreen. I'm not playing that, obviously, as you can see. So there's going to be some fiddling around here. To see what kind of performance we're using. And the good news is it's streaming at 60 frames a second. Huh. Which is exactly what I wanted. So I can see that OBS Studio, well, apparently is using 66% of the CPU. I don't see how that's possible. Still, it does appear to be. Streaming quite nicely. And I don't have the option to... So this is maximum, that's... In principle, that's 144 frames a second. I have no idea what it is. And just to make life really interesting, I'm using a magic mouse, which is not well suited for this, I can tell you. It's weird. This is a very weird thing to try to use. Oh, Oh, okay, that does work. I'm going to have to learn a whole new bunch of stuff with this. But as far as I can tell, this is actually genuine doing it. So if I run this, yeah, and according to this, because I've got a preview over here, it is 1440p at 60 frames a second, which is exactly what I want. Because this is going to eventually replace my streaming system. When did that come about? This isn't a gaming computer, needless to say. Well, it is actually. I mean, it's playing this just fine. I'm not seeing any problems. Yeah, I can't remember tell where my mouse is now. Oh. Ha! Mouse has decided it's going to go off and run on one of my... Oh, that's irritating. You have no idea how irritating that is. It decided it was going to run off and... How do I disable that? I'd really like to know how that's disabled. So the good news is it does exactly what I want, as far as I can tell. I wish I could run it windowed, but I needed to make sure, you see. Hey Danny! What do you think? This is purely experimental. This is me, as I've just been saying, streaming from a Mac Mini, an M4 Mac Mini. Wow, YouTube has a heck of a delay. That's a heck of a delay that it's got. Yeah, one of the big in principle, this thing should be able to to do what I want it to do. And this is my first test of doing it. And good grief, how far behind am I? Here we go. That's better. So yeah. Restream doesn't appear to... Oh, I'm not... Am I running Restream? Huh. Yeah, I got a lot of setup to do and a lot of learning to do to get it all working properly. But it's weird, I can tell you that. I don't necessarily recommend a magic mouse for this. It's yeah, very, very interesting. I got no idea what frame rate I'm actually getting in the game, but it looks fairly reasonable. So needless to say, yeah, the computer finally showed up. It's actually treating it with a magic mouse, is acting like I've got a combination of a keyboard and a touch screen, except the touch screen is the surface of the magic mouse. It is interesting. The Apple software for this is more like tablets than it is anything else. It's sort of like a cross between a tablet and a Windows or Linux system. But it works, it runs, it's a reasonable test. I can look at the preview. I love my Magic Mouse, but not for games. It's not good for games. But, it's very weird. I've got to, But no, the reason I didn't live stream this morning, is because I didn't trust DPD, so I needed to make sure I saw them before they tried to knock on my door. They didn't, you see, when they delivered last Friday. They claimed they tried to deliver. They got a photo of the front door, but they never, as far as I could tell, actually knocked on the door. Hey, but look, I found a purpose for my old earbuds. Because, of course, Mac doesn't mind this, and it really does look like it's doing pretty smooth. I'm not seeing any problems. I'm not seeing any problems looking at the YouTube playback either. And the sound is actually coming from my webcam to make life easy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But actually, I'm pretty much going to bring this to an end because I wanted to demonstrate to myself that. Hang on a second. Yeah, I've got no drop frames at all. Using 6.8% of the CPU, according to that. Um, well, yeah, the GPU 9.5%. That's about right. Actually, that's about right. That's in the ballpark. I don't understand why it's saying percent of the CPU 67.6. When the system itself, it doesn't matter. The thing is, it's working. It's working. And that's all that matters. Yeah. So it looks like this is going to work. All I need is a proper capture card and some setup. Oh, and this is an irritating thing. If I want to exit the game, I can't. I've got to come down here to exit it. It's irritating. Anyway, normal service should be resumed on Monday, tomorrow. It was a huge relief, that I actually finally got this. It's just that I was supposed to spend Sunday doing all this stuff instead of doing a mad rush today. So I still got to do some setup this evening. Yeah, that works very nicely. Anyway, so unless you're on this evening, I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a good day, and see you then. Oh, don't forget to give Peanut and Lola a hug from me.